You want to grab me that little small knife that's still down on the ground there, Julie?
So what are you doing right now?
I'm just removing the whole side from the backbone. You know, this whole fillet is going to come off, you know what I mean? The real big bones, whoops, still had some grass in there. Big bones are right up in this neck part. Once we get down to here, there ain't no bones. Once you get it off those rib bones that are connected to the backbone, that's all. There's no bones in any of that. Just all solid meat.
When I filleted, I went from the inside. I should have started on the outside.
What's that?
When I filleted those two salmon, I started from the inside and did it instead of from the backbone.
Oh.
Now I know. It's much easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty pink still. It's pretty good, huh?
Yep. Really good. This side always has less. It's easier to do this first side because you got the weight of that bottom fish. But when you go to do this one, you end up leaving more meat on that because it's just almost, when you don't have nothing to work against, that much weight. You know what I'm saying?
A sharp knife.
Okay, so that one's off. That side's off. I can take this off. This is just part of the bones from that pooper sack. Okay. Perfect. Perfect.
Perfect.
Now, another piece of that clean paper towel. Just one little piece. And like what we did on ours, that's up to you how you want to do it. But of course, no bones in any, you know, this is just all meat. And the only bones start right about in here somewhere. So from here down's all solid meat. You know what I mean? So what we usually did was I go right up the middle, then you kind of have a roast chunk there, or roast chunk there, or roast chunk there, and then the tail. And then you got these nice belly pieces that are just solid meat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just do it.
So you could either, you still barbecue that. You just have the big bones that
do
come
it like
we
that.
did. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. That's what we'll do. God, where the mosquitoes come from? I always thought I left those there over at Mikey's. If there's blood, they'll come out. They will come out. And then I got, you know, I got the food saver, so we'll just seal them up and the pieces. And,
The Costco food saver?
yeah.
If I had some pliers, I could pull these out.
Use this one so I just double my big knife.
Jesus. It's a thick piece of meat.
Like what we had for dinner the other night was this kind of stuff, you know, when she cooked that. I think there was a chunk of this in there too, because we ate that up the other night when you guys weren't here, but it's all the same stuff. It's just there's some big bones right there. But the nice thing about Kings, you can't miss these bones. You
Yeah.
know, it looks like it's a bone, you know what I mean? Right.
Do you eat this stuff?
Not just fat. Not
That's
just
fat.
yeah, you can even trim it off before you freeze it if you want. It's just that on her buck it was quite a big layer, so I trimmed it off pretty good, but there's not that much on this thing, you know, so.
It's a lean little one.
Lean little chick. Yeah. It just, you know, the longer, of course, now that you food saver stuff, there's no air getting to it, so it doesn't matter as much. But back when we just froze stuff, when we didn't have that convenience, this is the part that turns yellow first in your frozen fish stuff. Not this, but this, which then it causes the fish to taste like that, like freezer. So how big a chunks? 3 chunks out of that?
Make it 4.
4 of them?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I'll wipe it in there too before we put it in.
You want to wipe it with this?
No, I meant before I food saver
okay.
it. Yeah. Before we put it in the seal bags and suck the air out of it, I'll wipe it dry again, so get any little extra slime. See there.
Yeah, because then if we have leftovers, I could make sandwiches or.
Yeah.
or-
So that's what we did with it the other day.
So all you do when you cook, all you do when you fix it is just. It's what?
Well, when I fixed it the other